Hey guys, what's up? So this is a lesson where we will be climbing these mountains and I'll tell you how to do hiking. No, this is a lesson where we are summarizing the entire willpower course, and this will be talking about scientific shortcut to success, that is increasing willpower, which is our biggest asset. This entire lesson will be a summary of the 13 lesson course which I have made. This is presented by me, Roman Saini. And if you feel these courses are helping in any way, do give it 5 star, do review it as much as possible. So when it comes to success, the one of the most important parameter which you should have in life is self-control. And for self-control, you need to have a lot of willpower. Now there are a lot of problems associated with willpower. People don't have self-control. So willpower is the key to success. Why? Because willpower is the biggest human asset, bar none, bar none. Everything else is secondary. If you have very high willpower, you can achieve anything. Higher the willpower, greater the self-control. Greater the self-control, more dedicated you are, you can achieve anything in your life. It is the most important muscle among 500 others. Okay, you have to exercise this willpower muscle on a daily basis, because this will help you in achieving anything. If you want to become a guitarist, if you want to become an IS officer, if you want to become a doctor, if you want to go to NASA, if you want to go to Mars, if you want to open a company, if you want to do startup, anything you want to do, it is the most important thing. Now will power, because why do we need? Because there is a conflict of desires, because there are a lot of desires are there. You want to stay if you want to stay sugar, you want to eat sugar also, and you want to stay thin also, so that is like contradictory. You can't have butter also and you can't stay thin also. So that is why most vital management domain is willpower management. So willpower management is the most crucial thing. Okay, this is the introduction. Now there are some willpower myths which are associated, that is cool versus hot emotions. Like always stay cool. Okay, cool wins with pride. So if you want watch my lesson, you can know more about cool versus hot emotions. And lack of willpower leads to unhealthy habits. For example, if you do not have willpower, you will end up eating a lot of stuff. You will end up smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, like not doing exercises properly, and that will lead to a lot of chaos. And top 1% can always become top 0.1%. If you have enough willpower in you, you can always raise your bar. And willpower is a noble gift of the divine. No, this is absolutely not true. So willpower, just like anything else, can be developed and it can be ingrained. And people think that willpower cannot be improved. Yes, it can be improved. Willpower is infinite. No, willpower is very, very limited. Willpower is finite. And once created and developed, willpowers keep energizing itself. No, you have to constantly work upon it. And just remember that smart sailors are not built in a silent sea. You have to work a lot. And every great empire was once just a map. Okay, cool. So let's move forward. So this is Superman. Okay, so what I wanted to do say is how willpower works. So basically, it is an unusually bodily element, unused bodily element. People don't know much about it. But just remember that stronger the willpower and greater the boom in resisting urges. So you can do a lot of stuff with your increased willpower. You can eat well, healthy and natural food. You can sleep well, that is desired 8 hours per day. You can exercise passionately. You are basically free to do whatever you want. You can play guitar, you can read books, whatever you want. And you can cultivate the ability to control your thoughts, and you can train your mind to transform the cultivation. Okay, so the highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. This is the statement by Charles Darwin. He's one of the most influential scientists of all time. He's in the league of Albert Einstein. So he says that the highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. Okay, that is the state of willpower. And learning from critical researches across the globe. So what are the researches? One is marshmallow experiment. So as you can see, these are marshmallows here lying around. So marshmallow experiment, what they did is basically they asked two groups of children. Both of them were given marshmallows, and one were asked to wait for 5 minutes. And whoever waited for 5 minutes, they were given another marshmallow. Whoever ate the marshmallow within 5 minutes were not given anything. So obviously those who waited for 5 minutes, they were rewarded. So they had more patience and they showed these signs throughout their life. So the result indicated that kids who waited for 15 minutes, you can do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever. They scored better marks. They were less prone to drug addiction. They had better peer relations, that is, they have good friends. They were better nurturers of student teacher relationship, so they scored very highly. They had good grades. They became doctors, lawyers, engineers. They had higher SAT scores. They had low body mass index. Low body mass index means their weight was low, they were fitter, and they lived longer. And less obesity prone, so they were less prone to diabetes, cancer, etc. Now, self-regulation research says that self-control is more important than IQ, and major cause to problem is lack of self-regulation. And like people are more or hyper attentive, And like, you need managers with higher EQ are always preferred over IQ, and leaders with higher self control are preferred. And we need critical empathizers and which are less anger prone. Cool. So Dunedin research happened. It's a city in New Zealand. It located that they said that willpower was measured objectively or subjectively. So whatever the result finally was, those who had higher willpower, once it was objectively like examiner, subjectively means teacher. So higher self control, greater happiness, wealth, and less STD chances, and siblings showed almost similar results. So it said that willpower like stays throughout the life. Finally, let's start scientific techniques to enhance willpower. So be wise enough to be foolish. Always know that you can learn more. Eat and sleep well every day. It will replenish your willpower. Take that chance, make that step, climb that ladder. Always say yes to the best of the things so that you learn more. Learn to say no to the things which are not so good. And always target toward best, not just toward to good. Every mind operates and think differently. So always remember that. That's how you can enhance your willpower. Okay. So after you take a major decision, your willpower is at your lowest. Always remember that. So don't bother that your mind taking another precarious step in hurry. Like, don't decide that you want to take biology, you want to become a doctor or an engineer just when you did not have your food and you had a very hard day with your parents. Don't chase perfection except in a specific field of your choosing, because you will not be able to do. If Virat Kohli wants to play best guitarist also and best batsman also, it's not possible. How to improve your willpower? Don't jump to say immediately, just yes, let's just think about it and pick your battle with utmost passion. You can only change one habit at a time. Don't try to quit smoking and lose weight at the same time. Think big, think wise, think fast, be organized as much as possible, be approachable as much as possible, and be a person of your word at any cost. So this will improve your willpower because you will become punctual. Now, effective goal setting. Parkinson's law says that work expands as to fill the time available for its completion. So always make sure that you have less time for the things. Live in present. Stop worrying about some future event. Be confident enough in getting things done. Always be confident. Do whatever you need to immediately if it takes less than 2 minutes. Don't put on to-do list. Don't procrastinate. Stay positive in each and your endeavor. Your goals must be realistic, smart, like specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound. Now let's see what is this. Zero procrastination. How? Like, get obsessed with productivity, rapidness, doing the essential. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Stop complaining and blaming. This is very important. Always maintain your cool and calm attitude. If you ever find yourself in the wrong story, just leave. Don't procrastinate. Okay. And vital life lessons from willpower are: prioritize what is important and urgent and do it on the first basis. Delegate whatever is not important but though urgent. Plan vehemently for what is important yet not urgent, and detach yourself from what is neither important nor urgent. So these are vital life lessons from willpower. And high value yielding minimal work, just do it. And if it is high value yielding hard work, plan the execution. Delegate the low value creating minimal task, and detach yourself from low value adding hard work. Is that understood? So this is the table which I have explained in the course. Now, like intelligence, willpower is a mental virtue. Practice in the right direction. It leads to strengthened willpower. Meditate, do yoga. Give 100% of whatever you do. It is all about your dedication and magnetism of commitment. And relish the optimistic hormones. Smile often, smile always. And finally, like physical assistance, you can focus on breathe, take deeper breaths, mind the way you walk and the manner you talk. Do not slouch or crawl, sit up straight and keep your spine at 90 degrees. So these exercises will improve your willpower. And obviously you can do some anulom, vilom, pranayam, yoga, meditation, Zen, Buddhism, etc. This will also help in improving your willpower. Finally, talk to yourself. When watch it in the mirror, talk to yourself every day for a while. Concentrate on what you want to say to yourself. Channelize the potential positivity in you. Basically, willpower is if you can visualize it, you can improve it. And kill the inaction, kill the cowardice, kill the pessimism in you. Make sure you will get it done no matter what happens. And finally, apply these principles with tremendous integrity, faith, and commitment and benevolence. And I am personally guaranteeing you, you will become a better version of yourself. Please watch this entire course so that you understand all these in detail. I have gone through very rapidly. Thank you for watching this lesson. Do give 5 star if possible. Have a great day.